The ABC 7 Los Angeles app and Hulu Live. I'm Ellen Leva.
And I'm David Ona. The city of Beverly Hills is taking some unusual precautions for next week's election.
They're closing off Rodeo Drive and urging businesses to board up. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Haskell tells us why.
When protests turned violent on May 30th following the death of George Floyd, Beverly Hills and all it represents became a target. Some of the famed high-end stores on Rodeo Drive were looted. Businesses boarded up, including the Beverly Wilshire Hotel. The city fears election night could bring trouble again, and the entire police department will be on tactical alert for an entire week.
For some reason, unknown to me, they have selected Beverly Hills. So it's really in response to the fact that others believe that our area is one that should be targeted in terms of coming to protest, that we feel we have to be responsive and protect everybody.
The protests have continued during the pandemic, and some activists have been arrested. For 14 straight weeks, the pro-Trump Freedom Rally has been held in Beverly Hills, attracting over 1,000 people this past Saturday. K-rails are now up throughout the city, businesses are boarding up again, and there will be a hard closure of Rodeo Drive for 48 hours through November 4th.
We're hiring an extra SWAT team from Santa Paula PD. We're hiring 80 armed security guards that will patrol the flats of the city, the north end as well as the south end. Our emergency operations center is also going to be activated for a full week. We're having a hotline open. All these different resources help the Beverly Hills Police Department because we can now take our resources to other places that are needed.
We have a small police department relative to the area that we have, and those extra resources are going to be helpful so that we ensure that if there is a problem, that we can be able to take care of it.
The city says this is all out of an abundance of caution, and after Election Day, they will require anyone who plans to protest in Beverly Hills to apply for a permit. Businesses are also boarding up in West Hollywood in anticipation of the election.
The city of Beverly Hills is planning on reopening Rodeo Drive on November 5th and ending their tactical alert, but depending on the aftermath of the election, they're prepared to keep resources in place. In Beverly Hills, Josh Haskell, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Meanwhile, more than 70 million Americans have already voted more than